Have you been feeling stuck lately? Same routine every day, zero creativity, life on autopilot? Yeah, it sucks. Whether you're a lost 20-something, a burnt-out professional, or a creatively dead soul who hasn't produced a thing in weeks, everyone goes through phases like this. But what if I told you a single night, alone, could flip the script? Sounds insane. Hold on, I'll explain. Picture this. It's 3 a.m. The world is asleep, except you. Just you. A pen and some paper. No Netflix, no endless Instagram scrolling. Instead, you're doing something way crazier. Turning your life inside out. Don't believe in the power of that? Well, get this. Before he became a famous director, Quentin Tarantino was a random video store clerk. It happened during a sleepless night when he decided to stop making excuses and take control of his destiny. Yep, in the dead of night, he faced his mediocre life and said, "Enough." The next day, he quit his job and chased Hollywood. One night, one decision, boom, everything changed. Want to know how you can pull something like that off too? Stick around, because I'm about to dare you into a midnight challenge that might just shake up your entire life. The night of the breakthrough. All right, what's the plan? It's simple, not easy. Stay up all night with yourself, no distractions, to do a raw, honest self-audit and walk away with a game plan. Sounds wild, I know. We're terrified of being alone with our thoughts, and that fear's old news. Back in the 1600s, philosopher Blaise Pascal nailed it. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. In other words, running from solitude is ancient. What's different now? It's even harder not to grab your phone, but it's in that awkward silence, the kind that makes your skin crawl, that you find the doorway to real confrontation. Here's your midnight prep list. Pen and paper. No laptops or phones. Trust me, handwriting slows you down and makes you think for real. Quiet spot. Your bedroom, your living room, a deserted office, just make it silent. Turn off everything. Dim lights or use a lamp. Willingness to face yourself. You've got to show up ready to be brutally honest. No hiding from what you might feel or find. You're staying up the whole night. While the world sleeps, you'll build a wilder world inside your mind. Midnight has this weird magic. Everything's quiet. Nobody's texting you. The city feels frozen. It's the perfect space for introspection and creative sparks. Just you, with yourself. Yeah, it might feel awkward. What the hell do I do now? But breathe and stick to the plan. Facing your demons. What am I doing wrong with my life? Just like that. Be brutally honest. Write down your mistakes, fears, bad habits, regrets, everything that's holding you back. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Translation: we'd rather feel like victims than own up to our mess. Harsh, right? But here's the deal. If you don't call yourself out now, when will you? This is your night to stop running. I write like no one will ever read it, because no one will. Cry if you need to. Swear at yourself. Feel the rage. It's fine. The point is to dump that mental junk. Why? Because when it stays in your head, it controls you. Anxiety, guilt, fear, they loop endlessly. But when you put it on paper, guess what? You control them. They become words, not monsters. That's power. That's freedom. So this first act of your night is your personal reckoning. Painful? Hell yes. It's uncomfortable as hell to look at your own crap, but it's the kind of pain that heals. 100 ideas to flip the script. After unloading everything, you might feel relieved or totally emotionally wrecked. Tempted to sleep? Don't. This next part is where the real magic happens. Now that you see your patterns and blocks, ask yourself, how do I change this? Write down 100 ways to change your life. Yep. 100. What? That's way too much. That's the point. Take every item from your earlier list, your fears, your screw-ups, etc., and come up with ways to improve or overcome them. Tiny tweaks, massive leaps, doesn't matter. The goal is to force your brain to stop whining and start solving. The first 20 will be boring. Work out more, update my resume, wake up early. Cool, jot 'em down. Around idea 30, your brain starts to choke. I got nothing else. Push past that. That's where the gold starts. Past that wall, the ideas get weirder, bolder, exactly what we want. Remember Nietzsche again. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. In that mental mess, one of those nutty ideas could be your breakthrough. So don't filter, don't judge, just write. Go wild, live abroad for a year, switch careers at 40, learn guitar, wake up at 5 a.m., DM your idol, delete Instagram, make peace with your dad. It all counts. The only rule? Hit 100, even if the last ones are dumb. Some will shine. Even the silly ones prove one thing: you're not stuck. Once you're done, you'll be shocked. You've created 100 possible paths. Most people just complain. You've got a damn map. But hold up, there's one last step. From reflection to action. Here's the kicker. None of this matters if it stays in your notebook. A night of reflection is the launch pad, but you have to jump. So the sun's rising. You're exhausted. Eyes puffy, brain buzzing. Now what? You act. Right away. Look at your 100 ideas and circle 3 to 5 that really sparked something. Which ones gave you chills or butterflies? Start there. Build mini plans around them. Example, if one idea was quit my job, step 1 could be updating your LinkedIn. If it was start drawing again, step 1 could be enrolling in an online class this week. Break big goals into small steps. And move now, preferably today. Tired from the all-nighter? Drink strong coffee and take that first step. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Most people wait to feel motivated. That's nonsense. You act first, the motivation follows. That's how Tarantino did it. You should too. Scared? Of course. Those old fears will scream, "What if I fail?" But you already face them during the night. They exist, but they don't control you anymore. So walk through them. Course correct later. Just keep moving. Life change isn't a one-time thing. It's a process. Your list of 100 isn't a contract, it's a compass. As you try, tweak, learn, you adjust. But whatever you do, don't fall back into the rut. Rolling stones gather no moss, so stay rolling. Other challenges to keep growing. After a night like that, you won't be the same. But don't stop there. Keep that fire alive. Here are a few ways to keep leveling up. Monthly midnight check-in. Book a night each month to self-audit. Goals, wins, roadblocks. Recalibrate regularly. Daily solitude. Microdose. 10 minutes a day. Alone, no screen. Morning or night, just breathe and think. Make the deal with yourself. Tonight is the night everything starts to change. And when doubt or laziness creeps in, remember, it's all on you. Life doesn't wait. Grab that pen. Start rewriting your story. Because tomorrow, the world out there might still be the same, but you won't be.